Hello everybody. I'm just going to show you a video about how to create a Google form that you can then put onto your school website. And I already made a previous video about how to connect your Rosedale email to a Google account, and so I'll have a link to that at the end of this video. So the first thing you'll need to do for Google is you'll need to sign in to your Rosedale account. And I would recommend using Chrome as your browser since it's a Google browser, but Firefox is also a good option for that. I don't recommend using Internet Explorer. So when you go to sign in, so as I already have here my Rosedale email, and then this is just your own custom password that you have for Google, and you'll just log in. And then up over here, you'll see these boxes for apps, and you'll just click on that, and then you're going to go to Drive for Google Drive. And Google Drive is going to kind of be like a suite of different apps that you can use for your class and for your classroom with word processing, like with Word documents, PowerPoint, and different things like that. So for this instance, what I've done is for my different units here, I've created a form. And so this is like a survey or a question that students could take online. And so all you have to do is you go to Create, you go to Form, and you can choose a title for it. So we'll call it Test Form. And you could choose any type of background that you wanted to. So if I choose Books Classic here. And in here you can put in different types of questions that you want to add. There's different types of questions. So it could be students are answering in a text, a paragraph text, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list. You have lots of different choices available to you. So if I was going to have test form here, and then you could have a little description which you're going to write down below. And let's say for this question it would be enter your first and last name. Sorry if that's really loud. And then this would be a text answer. So they type in their answer here, and then if you click here, required question, that means the students have to type that in. And this is how it will kind of show up on there. And let me go. And then you can add another item. So add another question. And for this one, I would have a multiple choice. And so it'd be choose your class period. And then you could just add more options here. So like for 5 classes, so you could have period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, required question. You can click done. So now the students have to select that item. And so you can just go through and keep adding different items that you would want the students to take for whatever assignment it would be that you want to put on your website. And there's different options down here for the confirmation page at the end. So do you want to show a link to submit another response, publish and show a link to the results of all the forms? So if you want students to be able to see what all the other students have put in. If you allow students to go back and edit before submitting. So there's different options you can have there, and I usually just turn everything off. It just depends what you want to do. And then when you are ready to see what the form will look like, you can just click View Live Form. And then this is what it would look like when the students can go to it. So there's 2 options of how you can use these forms for your class website. You can either just copy and paste the link that's up here and have the students go to that. And we've found out here at the school when the students are logged in onto the student computers that they have to be using either Firefox or Chrome to be able to access the Google Forms. If they're trying to use Internet Explorer, it won't come up. So that's one way you can do it. And then of course the other one is how do you embed or put this into your own your website. So the way you do that is you'll just go to send form down below or up here. There's lots of different choices where you can do that. And then you have embed right here. So you click embed, and then it says paste HTML to embed in website, and you could select the different sizes of it. And then I will click on it. I'll press Control A just to double check to make sure that I've copied or selected everything. And then if you press Control and C, it'll copy it. And then I just click Done. And then I'll go to my class website here at Freedom. And so I'm already logged in up here. So I'm going to go to my web page. And so for instance, the screencast for Unit 5 where they're You can see them right here where I've already embedded some. All you do is go to Edit, and then wherever you would like to put it on here, since it is an HTML code, you have to go to the Source button, click on that, and it's going to show the HTML code for your website. And so the way you know where to put things is you just kind of have to examine here to the side what you already have, and I just had to kind of eyeball it. So I noticed like right here I have, if I go down below, so let's say Oregon. I don't have anything under Oregon right now. And so if I have the due date, I can see the due date right here. I can see the due date for the other classes. And then if I just pressed enter after that, and then I pasted the HTML code, and then I go to publish now, then it should come up here on the website. So it's just kind of a hit and miss. You have to kind of practice with it to see if it'll come up. And so it should be under Oregon. So here it is. Here's the form that we saw on the website under Oregon, and it's just a matter of copying and pasting that code into there. And you can edit it back here on the form. So if I added another item, so let's say test item, and let's say I have required question, click done. So it's been updated now, and you should be able to now, if I click refresh, it should now have it up here as well. So you can just edit from that one spot and it'll update it on your website as well. So I hope that's helpful for those of you that wanted to know how to do that. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to come and see me. I'm not an expert, just learning this as I'm going, but I'm more than happy to help everybody. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.